it's clearly going up and it's, going up quickly, then you don't worry about it. But I think it's a reasonable expectation to say, look, it's slowing down. What does that mean? What does that mean for my investments? But the truth is, where do you invest? So you got to put your money somewhere. And, so again, being diversified isn't so bad because you hedge your bets.
All right. Paul, great having you in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us on this new program. Paul Riley there of Raymond James. Let's get a quick check on the markets right now. For that, we go to Bloomberg's Abigail Doodle. Abby?
Well, Matt, we're seeing a little bit of a stabilization after yesterday's drop. This is a two-day chart of the NASDAQ 100. So yesterday's 3% fall. That was the worst day going back to July of this year. Underneath, there were some stocks, and the chips in particular, the worst day since 2020, but pretty decent selling power, as you can see. Today, up and down. Right now, up just a little bit. We have this marked for a one-day percent change, up about 0.2% earlier, down a little bit. So let's see where things fall. Beneath the surface, we've got a lot of outsized movers, including GitLab, up 22% right now. This is the best day in more than a year. They put up a good quarter. They boosted the forecast. Analysts really liking the results out of this application software company. Tesla up 4.4%. It seems like some folks buying the dip there. NVIDIA turning into the green. This, of course, results out of this application software company. Tesla up 4.4%. It seems like some folks buying the dip there. NVIDIA turning into the green. This, of course, results out of this application software company. Tesla up 4.4%. It seems like some folks buying the dip there. NVIDIA turning into the green. This, of course, results out of this application software company. Tesla up 4.4%. It seems like some folks buying the dip there. NVIDIA turning into the because of course we have seen this, of course, results out of September. Because of course we have seen this, of course, results out of September. It is October, November, and then December really to show the elevated VIX through the year around the election time, closer to an 18 handle. But what I want to point out is we're now in backwardation. We have the spot VIX going up to, it had been closer to 21, now at 20. But when you have the current future higher than the future futures, that's a little bit backwards. That's probably why it's called backwardation. Let's see whether or not this VIX retreats back down as investors become a little bit less uncertain. Or, Katie, if we see it continue to go higher, if the chips, that sell-off that we saw yesterday, if there's more room to run there.
All right, Abigail Doolittle, thank you so much. And of course, as we continue to keep an eye on that yen carry trade unwind, here's a headline for you. Japan's yen strengthening 1% to 144 per dollar. That's in the aftermath of that jolt data that we got at the top of the hour. Remember, in July, early July, we were in the 160s. So clearly, of course, the yen really strengthening, rallying against the dollar, and that is continuing now. Now, coming up, Howard Lutnick helping to boost SPACs to the industry's biggest month in 2 years. We'll have the details next. This is Bloomberg.